Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we got to talk. This time, we're going to talk about Dr. Umar Johnson, probably the most polarizing person that I can think of in the media or in the in the world right now. Some folks love him, some people hate him. Some folks have donated to him. Some people think he's a scam artist. So, what I want to do today is I want to play a video because, as you know, he's been saying he's building this school for like 10 years or something crazy like that. But recently he put a video out last week, I believe it was, saying that his accounts are frozen and he was asking people to send money directly to his PayPal and all kind of other things like that because he said his accounts are frozen. So what I want to do is I want to play these videos because he gave an update today on what the situation looks like now. So I want to play those videos and I want to talk about some concerns that I have just watching some of these videos and stuff. Since I do have some experience with, you know, investing in buildings and renovating and stuff like that, I'm not, I mean, you'll see some people who are worth multiple millions of dollars and $100 million and they renovate these huge buildings all day, every day. That's not who I am. I own about $2 million worth of real estate. $1.5 million of that real estate is commercial real estate. About $500,000, well, about actually $550,000 of it is residential real estate. But the majority of what I have is exactly what he's working on, which is commercial real estate. One of those buildings was a full renovation, which is what he's doing now. The other one that I have, which is about, what is it? About $600,000 worth. That one wasn't a full renovation. It was a purchase and we had to fix some minor things. But one of those was a full renovation. And I want to talk about that and compare what I did and how long it took me. I want to compare that to what he's doing in this video and how long it's taken him. All right. So first, let's play this video and then we'll get into my concerns.
That's all we go. We ain't got no more words. We ain't got no more words, brothers and sisters. I'm at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. The accounts are still frozen. We looking into it. The accounts are still frozen, brothers and sisters. We're supposed to hear back Friday. We're supposed to hear back Friday. That sounds like Monday to me. The bank is giving us the runaround. We ain't got our check back. So we about to operate attorneys. Attorneys is about to get involved because we were told that when your account gets canceled, you're supposed to get your refund check for the amount that was in the account. We have not received that yet. So there's some funny business going on right now, brothers and sisters. There's some funny business going on right now, brothers and sisters, but we're going to take care of all that. Stay patient. Stay positive. Stay patient. Stay positive. They messing with our bills. They messing with our automatic payments. They messing up a lot of stuff with this frozen account. They froze me and they froze the school. They froze me and they froze the school. But that's all right. That's all right. We're going to stay patient. We're going to stay positive, and we're going to see what they say on Friday, no later than Monday. But we need our check back so we can open up a new account and keep the ball rolling. We need our check back so we can open up a new account and keep the ball rolling. There's a lot of people saying a lot of things. I'm only going to say this to the Ifa Tunde faithful. There's a lot of people saying a lot of things, but I'm going to say this to the Ifa Tunde faithful. Don't get put in the book of Negroes.
Okay. All right. All right. So that's the first video of him outside of the building. I will say, man, I will say it makes him look more credible standing outside of the building and it's right there. So there's some folks who are saying he's just making up this school and asking for donations and stuff. It makes his request more not reasonable. It just makes it more credible with the building being right there in the background. You can see the logo, you can see all that stuff. So that makes it more credible. That's that. So now he also did a video of him inside of the facility. And after this, I'm going to just tell you what I noticed in this video, and then I'll talk about my experience just renovating buildings and stuff.
Get it done. Let's get it done. It's time to stop playing games. Let's finish what we started. Let's finish what we started, the Frederick Academy for Pan-African Excellence. Brothers and sisters, which one of those blues match the wall, brothers and sisters? We got to choose some tile. We got to choose which blue matches the wall, brothers and sisters? I need y'all to help me out. I need y'all to help me out. Which blue is matching the wall? Help me out, brothers and sisters. Which blue is matching the wall? Which tile? This is for the floor tile. Which blue? You want the dark blue, the baby blue, the medium blue, the coon blue, the Negropean blue, the African blue, the Neanderthal blue? Which blue matches the wall, brothers and sisters? We must finish them. Stay focused. We must stay focused. Okay. Which yellow matches the wall? Which yellow matches the wall, brothers and sisters? Y'all want that lemon lick or that lemon yellow?
All right, so that's enough. We're going to stop it right there. All right, so if you're wondering, like, I know a lot of people often doubt, it's natural to doubt people when they say they're doing this or doing that. My name is Jordan Harris. I was a small business person of the year for the state of Kansas in 2023. If you Google that, you'll see all kind of information about me. You'll see I'm not just making this stuff up. I really do this. All right. So first, let me say this. Okay. I think that we do got to calm down with the piranha mentality, which is like anytime we see a little snag in somebody's coat, we just all just like jump all over this guy. And it feels kind of like that's what's going on with him. Anytime there's a little snag in his story, everybody just jumps on it. When he might tell you 10 different things, 9 of those things are just completely accurate. You can't poke a hole in those. And people ignore that. But then the one time that he says something that might be a little questionable, everybody just dives all over and says, see, I told you he's lying. See, I told you he's lying. I think we got to relax on that a little bit. So I'll just start with that. All right. So the first thing that I noticed when I watched this video is, and I'm just comparing it to the full renovation that I did. We spent $250. First, we bought the property. It's 4 buildings on a campus. So it was a big purchase. It's 4 buildings on this big campus. And we spent about $250,000 renovating the facility, just renovating all of those buildings. We spent $250,000 on it. And I'm going to tell you all the things we did, and then I'll tell you how long it took, because apparently this has taken him like 10 years to build. All right. So the first thing I noticed was, where are the workers? When I was doing my renovations for any of the buildings that I've purchased, it didn't matter what time I went there. It was almost always somebody there working, almost always, whether it was painting walls, putting windows in, putting new flooring in. It's almost always people working. And when I watched his video, maybe he was there on the weekend and they were off. I don't know. I just think that's kind of weird that there was nobody working. It's kind of weird to me. But anyway, so the things that we did in my investment is we put new locks on every door. We turned one room that was like this big carpeted space with an organ in it. Weird, I know. Nothing but an organ sitting in there. We turned that room into a tiled kitchen. So we renovated the whole thing, gutted everything, put sinks in, counters, stove, microwave, everything, all brand new stuff. We put it into this space that used to be a carpeted space with an organ sitting in it. So that was a big renovation. We painted every wall in 3 of the buildings. We built a huge fence because it's a preschool, it's a childcare facility, so we had to have a fenced in play space. So we did that. And this is during 2020 when COVID was killing and the price of wood was crazy high. So just keep that in mind. And there's a wood fence, obviously. We put new flooring in the entryway, and we put new flooring in all 8 classrooms. We painted the exterior of 2 of the buildings. We put a new roof on one of the buildings. We put in a new electrical unit in the entire building because it apparently was out of code. That cost $10,000. We put new sinks in every single classroom as well. So that was 8 classrooms. We put new sinks in. Okay, so again, that came to $250,000. It's 4 buildings on this big lot. We put new fencing and all this stuff in. It took us about 11 months to do that. Not 11 years, like my man Umar is saying, it's taken him about 10 years. I don't know. It's hard for me to say that he's crazy for that because I don't know the square footage and I can't compare that to what I was doing. But like I said earlier, man, we had 4 buildings to renovate and we fully renovated 2 of them, like completely renovated them. So I'm just saying, we put $250,000 and it took about 11 months. So for him to say that it's taken him 10 years and I don't know how much money they've raised, millions of dollars, it's not quite adding up for me. I'm not going to say he's lying. I'm not going to say he's scamming because I don't have the facts. I'm not going to put that out there like that. But would I give a donation to him? No, I wouldn't. And I'm not saying I wouldn't give him a donation because I think he's lying or I think he's doing some nefarious stuff. I would say I'm not giving him a donation because something's being done wrong, if you ask me. I don't know what it is. I can't point my finger to what's going wrong, but for a building to take that many years, something is going wrong. Somebody's mismanaging something, if you ask me. Okay. The other part that I think is a little weird, the accounts frozen part, kind of strange. So I don't know how many accounts I have, but I do have 7 businesses that I own and operate. Most of those buildings have between 2 or 5 accounts. Some of those businesses have 5 accounts, and I'm pretty sure a couple of them have just 2 accounts. So we're looking at 15 to probably 20 accounts that I have. And I've been doing business for 10 years. Yeah, this past February is my 10-year anniversary in owning businesses. I've never one time had my accounts frozen, ever, ever. Like, and I'm a typical small business owner. I done been through everything where I was behind on payments for something. I was ahead on payments for this. I was behind in my taxes with this. Like I've done it all just about when it comes to small businesses. I've been in situations where I was able to give myself thousands of dollars in a bonus. I've been in situations where I couldn't hardly meet payroll for the week. Like I'm telling you, I've been through almost all of it. I started with just me and a vacuum cleaner 10 years ago. Now we've grown to 120 employees. So you can imagine, I've been all through this game, right? With that being said, I have never, ever had my accounts frozen. I've never even had the threat of someone saying, if you don't do X, we're going to cancel, we're going to freeze your accounts. I've never had that problem before. So that makes me wonder, what is it that's happening for them to freeze his personal accounts, as he says, and his business accounts? I don't know, man. It's just, it sounds weird to me. And I know it sounds like I'm accusing dude. I'm making a strong effort not to accuse him because again, I don't have the facts and I operate on facts. But what I can say is without a doubt, it sounds weird. I can't imagine why you would have your funds frozen unless you were being investigated for some type of fraud or if you were behind in like some child support or something like that. but I don't see them freezing your accounts because someone tried to tap into your account or someone tried to log into your account. I done had people steal checks from me before and write checks in my name and cash them. I done had my account, or I had I probably shouldn't say that. Let's just say, because I don't want to accuse her, but I had a credit card that I gave to an employee, and then that credit card started having some crazy charges on it. Like somebody tried to buy a $10,000 watch on my credit card that I gave to an employee. I've had that happen, and my account didn't get frozen. They just called me and said, "Hey Jordan, did you try to buy a watch for $10,000 from so and so website?" And I was like, "No." And they said, "Okay, cool. We're gonna cancel that card and send you another one. We're gonna overnight it. You'll have it tomorrow." Just like that. So freezing an account because someone's trying to log into your system or because someone stole your, I ain't heard of that. I'm just telling you, that's brand new to me. So we'll leave it there, man. Like I said, I don't want to accuse anybody of something, especially if I don't have the facts on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and gracefully bow out from there. But we're gonna pray for the man. Hopefully he get his situation figured out because it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, man. So I don't even know what else to say about Dr. Umar Johnson. I do think that he's entertaining. He's kind of funny to me. Some of the stuff he says is offensive, and I'm not for anything that offends anybody. But some of the stuff he says is hilarious to me because he's so serious when he says it, but it's so nuts to me. Like it's just so far out there, but he says it with all this passion, and it makes me giggle a little bit. So we're gonna pray for, what is it, Frederick Douglass Marvis Garvey Academy. We're gonna pray for that. We're gonna pray for the folks who intend to enroll there once it's finished. We're gonna pray for those folks who have been donating to it, and I'm praying that your funds are going where they're supposed to go. I've founded a nonprofit before. I know how tough it is to raise money. That's part of why I'm no longer operating that nonprofit. Stuff is tough. So yeah, man, this is crazy. This is crazy, and I'm going to continue to follow this story because I don't know. It's really interesting to me on where this whole thing is going and where it may end up. I don't know how long I'm going to end up like following this thing. Maybe he'll keep this up for another few years. Um, it's just looking in that video, it looks like he's at least, if they were working super hard and they had people working all the time, he's at least 7 months out from starting anything. And he's talking about getting the occupancy letter and all that stuff. And it is a school, just like mine's a preschool child care facility. We got everything done in 11 months and we had our certificate in about 2 months. So that's the turnaround on that. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Maybe I should name this channel. I don't know. As much as I didn't say it, that watching this video, that's just where I'm at, man. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and log over here. Please do like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna keep on growing this thing slowly but surely, one subscriber at a time. So thank you for watching. I appreciate the time. God bless. Peace.